watching Thrifty Kaniffy.
Hello everyone and welcome to Thrifty Kaniffy. Well, I've got another fantastic case knife to show you guys today. We're going to be looking at a Sowbelly Stockman. We've got the black box, the gold lettering here. W.R. Case & Sons Cutlery Company, established 1889. A product of the United States of America with domestic and imported materials. W.R. Case & Sons Cutlery Company, twice tested, never busted, established 1889. And we're looking at model number 39427. This is the Burnt Ultraviolet Bone CornCob jig Sowbelly. Pattern is TB6339. So that's Tony Bowes, 6 for bone. Then you have 3 for the 3 blades on the Stockman, and the 39 pattern in stainless steel. Born on date, very, very new, May 16th of 2024. So, yeah, a lot of information there on the box. And here is what we're looking at today. This is the Sowbelly Stockman from Case in the 3 3/4 inch size. We have the ultraviolet bone with the corncob jig on here, so better known as the peanut butter and jelly. Now these are only available from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Sold out very, very fast, along with the sod buster that I'd shown earlier. So if you didn't already pick these up, you're probably going to have to look to the secondary market to find one. But you get an arrowhead shield here with the case stamped in there. Brass pins. This one's spun. Another pin there. Nickel silver bolsters are just plain. And they have good transitions to the bone. Like terrific looking jigging pattern there. Yeah, not a lot of peanut butter on this particular model. You can see there's a little bit of brown here and then here, and just a little bit of it around the shield there. But overall, a lot more jelly than peanut butter, I guess you could say. But I'm all right with that because I kind of like that color. Didn't need to be too brown, but yeah, this is really well done, hafted very well, smooth around the edges. You're not feeling any rough spots around the pivots, and all of that feels real good. Let's have a real close look at the back spring, always of interest when we're looking at case knives. So I'm not really seeing anything major, maybe just like a little bit of height differentiation between the springs and the middle liner there. But aside from that, I'm not really seeing anything wrong with it. And certainly no major gaps, so that all looks tight. And if we look at the back, again, more peanut butter here and here, but overall more just a bluish color. So it matches pretty well side to side, I'd say, but maybe just less brown than a lot of the other knives that I've seen online and such, photos and such. But that's okay. I'm all right with that. I actually picked up 2 of these. I don't have the other one right on hand to show you, but I picked up one for Slip Joint Sawyer and got one for myself so that he could enjoy this, since it was not going to be made available over in the UK, being a Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive. But again, really nice pins, smooth to the handle, and the bolsters are really very well done to the handle material there. Nice even transition, and overall look pretty even across the whole width of it. Looking pretty good. Like sometimes they'll do little adjustments and then nick the bolsters a little bit. Sometimes you'll see that. Yeah, you can see it just there a little bit. But overall, yeah, really well done. So the fit and finish looks pretty darn good. You got the shield here that's nice and flat. They've done a good job of doing that. You know, it's not always the easiest thing to do when you have a sort of a rough surface material there. So, yeah, that's well inlaid, and we'll be satisfied with that, I think. All right, so let's look at the blades. Let's start out with the main blade. Beautiful clip point blade. Love the clip point blades on these Sowbelly knives. Of course, a Tony Bowes design, so They're typically maybe a little bit better than just your average case design, I think. I think Tony Buzz's designs are just a little bit a notch above some of the other designs. But you can see there is the blade edge, a little bit heavy towards the tip. Not too bad. Just where it starts to round off here is a little bit heavier. But you got a nice mirror finish on there, despite my smudged up fingerprints all over the mirror finish. And then we got our case tang etch here. Let's look and see what we've got. So we've got, looks like 7 dots. Is that correct? Yes, 7 dots, 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top, case XX. So that signifies this is a 2024 tang stamp. And it's just blank on that side. Nice, even nail nick. I like that little half moon there. Does a good job. You kind of need that on the Stockman. Especially, I like to try to lift these straight up without pushing them in, and that helps a lot to do that. But good even pull on this one. It was a little bit rough coming out of the box. I really felt like they had way too much polishing compound on it. In fact, I saw a little bit of it that hadn't even been knocked off on the bolster, so I knew, you know, they were pretty heavy on the polishing compound. But just working the blade a little bit, put a little bit of KPL lube in there, work the pivot a little bit. Now she's much smoother. Really good lockup, like I say. And of course that handle length, a 3 3/4 inch length, just a super size for my hand. I really enjoy this particular size knife. And it's a little bit uncomfortable with the sheep's foot, not gonna lie. I mean, it kind of does go in between your knuckles there, but with a really tight squeeze, it might be a little uncomfortable over a long period. But you kind of just have to learn how to work around it a little bit, and I've kind of done that over time. Just kind of adjusting my hand slightly so that it's resting between the pinky knuckle and your ring finger knuckle. But yeah, really quality blade there. Really enjoy the clip point blade on these case Sowbellys. Fantastic looking blade. Another fantastic looking blade is this sheep's foot. Let's go ahead and measure that while we're thinking about it though. Yeah, so we have the stainless steel, again, Tru-Sharp stainless steel on the blade. And it's right about 2 3/4 inches, and then you got a cutting edge right about 2 1/2. So plenty of length on the blade to get some work done there. And here's your sheep's foot. Really attractive looking blade. Very wide bodied, which I like, even though that does maybe cause a little bit of the hot spots when you're using the main blade. When you've got this one out, super comfortable. You can see how thin that is in there. So, you know, you'd almost maybe use this as the primary blade if you really are concerned about comfort. There's a look at that blade grind, edge grind there. Maybe just a little off at the tip, a little bit curved. Not too terrible. But that actually does look like it would be pretty sharp. I haven't really tested the cutting ability of it yet. But you have, again, the Tru-Sharp stainless steel. No tang on or tang etch on that side, but we do have the pattern number over here. We got USA TB6339 SS. And the pull on that, very good as well. So it's about a 7, 7.5, somewhere in that vicinity. And really good action on the close and open, not rubbing or anything like that. So happy to see that. 2 1/4 inch cutting, or excuse me, total length, and then you got a cutting edge of 2 inches, give or take, maybe just shy 2 inches. So another really useful blade. All right, and my least favorite of the 3 blades, but still not bad by spey blade standards. You've got the very canted down spey blade with a fairly blunt tip, but you do just still get a little bit of a point there that you can puncture if you needed to. Very thin edge on this particular one. They didn't do much to grind on that, which is good. I'd rather have that than the reverse. A little heavier on this side. And it doesn't feel too particularly sharp, though, I will say. But you do get the SS on here, even though it said it on the other blade, stainless steel. And then just blank on that side. We'll get a measure on that one. Just over 2, so we'll call that 2 1/8. And then you got a cutting edge about 1 7/8. So again, all these blades are super useful, I feel, you know, in terms of their length and size. And while I probably don't use the spey blade as much, I do use it, particularly for like draw cuts and things like that, where you kind of just needing a small like sliver. You don't want to cut a wide, you know, berth, just a little bit of that blade touching where it just draws it through. You make little precision cuts with that. So yeah, pretty helpful little blade when you need it. But again, yeah, probably the most useful for comfort, for long-term use. Probably go with that sheepsfoot blade. Just a little, like I said, a little bit uncomfortable on this particular knife. I don't know if maybe this one's sticking up a little further than some of the other ones I have. I don't remember it being quite this uncomfortable. But yeah, just kind of have to maneuver your hand a little bit on this one. Let's take a look at the bone again. I just really feel like that's sort of the draw here for this peanut butter and jelly knife. That exclusive coloring that Case offers you. Yeah, definitely not as brown as I've seen on other ones, which is, to me, it's just, you know, it's going to be different. I don't really have a problem with it. Just if you were looking for more brown, this probably wouldn't have been your thing. But I do like the sort of purple-blue color on this one, ultraviolet, so I'm all right with that. But you can see those blades are tucked in there well. And they're not scraping or touching. You just do need to kind of be a little bit careful as you pull them out and kind of grab and pull it upward rather than push and over. All right, just prevents you from getting that blade, unwanted blade rub. But real good fit and finish on there. Good. Another look at the back spring. I mean, you tell me, guys. I don't see anything there. Like I said, just a little bit. The springs are just a little proud of the middle liner there. That's about it. But great looking knife. These were $83 when available. Unfortunately, hate to say they're not going to be available at retail anymore. So maybe look to the secondary market. Hopefully they're not marking them up too much. I know I saw a couple of the sod busters that were just going for ridiculous amounts of money. Hopefully no one's actually paying those amounts. But there you have it, guys. Really enjoy the Sowbelly. Always a favorite pattern. And this one's a really, really nice example. But that's going to do it for my review. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell to be made aware of videos when they drop. We'll see you next time, guys. Take care.